Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. Don't feed the monster. Don't feed any monsters in your life. What are monsters? Oh my gosh. We will always have some monsters in our life. From my experience, monsters are things like people who don't agree with us on social media nowadays, because I'm so out there on social media with podcasts and reels and everything and blogs and making movies and doing so many things. We attract our haters as well. It's like those people who just want to really go for it. And we get to choose if we feed those monsters or not. Okay, we know that 50% of people will love us no matter what we do. We know that 50% of people will never love us no matter what we do. And we get to choose whether we feed that monster in our life or not. Okay, so what I've learned is that we all have our own reality. And I think of this so often. I don't know why I think of it, but I just do. And I know even in my family, like, you know, us kids, 5 kids, we can have experienced a similar situation, and yet we've got 5 different stories about how we experienced it. Now, I only know I'm wearing a blue shirt. I only know this is a blue shirt because I was told this is blue. And I will argue with you till the ends of the earth if you say to me it's red. It's not red. In every piece of my reality this is blue. Okay? Now, this is where we start to get unstuck because everyone has their own reality. So it doesn't matter what we're doing in life. Everyone's bringing their life experience so far to the table in whatever. So if you write something on social media or you're talking to someone and they respond or react in not a cool way and they're acting like a monster, they're bringing their reality to it. And you can stand and argue and argue and argue as much as you want, but their reality is their reality, and your reality is your reality. So I see this as blue. I'm wearing a blue shirt today. I know nothing different in the world. I just know that it's blue. Everything in my world tells me this is blue. And yet someone else could have been taught that that's yellow or red or green or pink or whatever. And they can argue with it. So we've got a couple of things. One, I think we've got to pick our battles. Okay, is this going to add to my life or is it going to take away from my life? I definitely ask myself that when things happen. Is it, because anytime it takes to deal with a monster, it's taking time off your life, and time is our life's most valuable commodity. It just is. It's it. So when we're in contact with a monster, you know, whether it's a hater on social media or just whatever, we get to choose how we deal with it. If you can avoid it, fantastic. I'm good. I've learned over time how to redirect and re-steer a conversation better on track to a more positive topic than sit there and feed that negative conversation. Even with things like gossip, I'll have people who will gossip to me and I'll just go, you know, love you, thank you. And I actually choose just not to do that. Let's talk about blah, 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 whatever it is. Because it's just, it's a monster. It's not going to add value to your life. Gossiping about someone does not add value to your life. It takes you down, and it's not cool. If interacting with a monster, a hater or something, it gets too difficult, we get to choose to walk away. Now, I was raised to be the polite little girl that always, you know, does the thing. So I have a past history on how to deal with life too. What I know with, and I've really experienced it in the social media world, is that I get to choose if I answer someone back in a message. I get to choose if I answer someone back in a comment on a post or something. I get to choose that, where in the past I was raised that I would, you know, be a good little girl and keep my mouth shut. That's a very different energy to mindfully choosing not to feed the monster. I'm not biting my tongue to keep my mouth shut to be a good little girl. I'm choose to not let you steal my peace. And at times I've had the conversation where I've said to people, well, respectfully, we get a choice we can choose to agree to disagree. And if they still want to go for it, I'll say, awesome, I need to go now. And it's respecting myself. It's not running like I did when I was a kid. It's respecting myself enough to go, I choose not to do this. Pick your battles, guys, because if it's really taking away from your life, what's the big cost? So what are some of the benefits of which is how I choose to deal with things nowadays, and that's to love on my haters or love on the monsters, is one, increase self-awareness. So one of the biggest benefits of loving on our haters is that, or our monsters, I choose to call them monsters more than haters, okay, is that increased self-awareness that it brings. It's like, I get to choose, like really huge. It's really big. So loving on them, we can also gain insight into ourselves. We can notice what the mirrors are, our own kind of flaws, which is what I call mirrors, where we're being triggered, and we get an opportunity to grow. I believe that we attract mirrors in our life. We attract situations in our life because there's something in us that is ready for it to be loved free, for it to be blessed and released so that we can grow and be more at peace in life and improve the quality of our life. So another one is that we can improve our relationships. So loving on haters helps us to cultivate better relationships with those who are around us. And if I think it also, if you've got kids or other people around you, it's a great way to show or to set an example that you don't have to buy into that game of getting to this bloody fight that's not going to serve anything. So by showing love to those who are around us that aren't so kind, these monsters, we can foster a deeper trust and respect in our relationships and be a better role model in life as well. Okay, and you never know, down the track, that person may go, oh, I could have handled that different. That's their game. We're doing these things to look after us. Okay, and the last one is increased resilience. Like, seriously, when we get this, I've grown such a thick skin since being on social media. I can't believe some of the shit that gets thrown, and I've grown a much thicker skin, triggered less, and choosing just to operate in a different space. Things like social media and being really public with my life, which I've not done in the past, has taught me so much. So it's not just about having a thicker skin, but it's helped me be more compassionate because I know, or empathetic, because I know it's about them. It's not about me. They're just in their own hurt in life. And so I can have empathy and compassion for them. And at the same time go, and I'm not letting you steal my peace. I'm keeping my peace. I'm in control of how my peace is in life. So I hope that helps you. I get to interact with so many people around this, and it's common that people have monsters in their life. And I just wanted to speak in briefly to the point that we can be in control. So head over to my show notes, www.healthylifehacks.com.au, if you want to check out the notes I've written. And there's only one healthy life hack, and that's that the more we do this, the better we get at it. And I promise it's a skill to build because everybody has their own reality in life. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review on Apple Podcasts to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. And if you would like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below. Join my newsletter and we will get that free ebook sent to you. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.